expecting demands to return the documents to the National Archives. Let's speak about all of this with Kelly Hyman, trial lawyer and legal, political, and criminal analyst, who's joining us on the program now. Kelly, very good to see you. I want to take a step back with you and look at what we saw starting today in New York. How consequential is this trial for the former president?
This is history in the making. This is the first time in U.S. history that a former president of the United States of America is going to trial for criminal charges. And those have significant ramifications, not only with potential jail time, but according to recent polls, if he is in fact convicted, then that could potentially sway people in the 2024 election, which is going to be key for him.
Kelly, when you drill down into this case, it is very technical, but how solid of a case do you think the prosecution actually has here?
Well, ultimately, that will be up to the jury based on the facts and evidence presented to them. But the allegations are that Donald Trump falsified business records to conceal an agreement with others to unlawfully influence the 2016 presidential election. Specifically, it alleges that Donald Trump made or caused false business records to hide the true nature of the payments made to Michael Cohen by characterizing them as payments for legal services rendered pursuant to a retainer agreement. The state alleges that, in fact, the payments were intended to reimburse Michael Cohen for money paid Stormy Daniels in weeks before the presidential election to prevent her from publicly revealing details about their alleged sexual encounter.
Kelly, as we're speaking now with pictures of the former president leaving the court, and that's his motorcade driving there through New York, I want to ask you about what we saw from him today. You know, he spoke when he left the court. We know that the judge in this case, Juan Merchan, did issue a gag order on speaking about witnesses in this trial, also about the judge's family members as well. But to what extent can the former president use this trial as a platform in a way for his campaign?
Well, according to New York law, Trump is required to be in the trial for the 6 to 8 weeks. He hasn't asked to be excused, so potentially could, before the matter going forward, speak to the press, and then after, when the case is over for the day, speak to the press as well and use that as a platform. But we have to look at this case and think about the fact that ultimately it's going to be up to the jury. So they're doing voir dire right now. And what that means is that speak the truth. So the jurors are asked questions and they need to be honest and tell the truth about what they feel. And 50 of them so far have said that they can't be fair and impartial. And that's key, to have someone who sits on the jury and, based on the evidence, make a determination of whether he's guilty or not. Right. In the U.S. court system, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, Kelly, just one more question. We've got just about a minute left. Do you think this is the only criminal trial of the 4 that the former president is facing that will actually take place before the election?
It appears that this is going to be the only trial that's going to take place before the election because of the fact of delays and appeals and stuff like that. So this trial is key. This can make a difference in our 2024 election.
All right, Kelly, so good to speak to you. Thank you so much for those insights.
Thank you.